Hi there. Those that know me know that I'm fairly guarded and not secretive, but just I enjoy my privacy in my life and things. And a lot of things that have happened in my early years of being a teenager, I've never spoken about to anybody. And this morning I was inspired to do this video blog. I've never done one before, and it was because of the young kid whose his video has gone viral. It's the one holding up the little cards about being bullied. Just a touching, horrific story about him being bullied. He's been cutting himself and doing these awful things. And I thought the most powerful thing you could ever give anybody is inspiring them to do something with their life, or if they're in that situation, is to give them information about experiences you may have gone through. And that's why I thought, I'm just going to get on here and just talk about my own experience. Um, I arrived late for my first year in high school, about a month late for grade 8. That was Beenleigh High, and it was a rough as guts school anyway. So I was on the back foot when I first went to that school because everybody was already in their little cliquey groups, and I was sort of left out on my own. I was bullied straight from day one. I was name called, I was victimised, I was bashed. Daniel, Murray, the two guys, I'll never forget their names or what they did to me. I forgive both of them though. Murray would hold my arms behind my back. Daniel would punch the fuck out of me every single day, and that went on for about 6 or 7 months. I was so scared to go to school. None of the other kids ever did anything. The teachers would just, tell them not to do it or whatever, and they'd get a detention. But it went on every single day. My mum was going up to the school and she was talking to them about it. It did nothing. And I used to beg my mum every single day, please, I don't want to go to school. And in the end, what actually happened was I was actually sick off school one day, and one of my friends, actually my only friend I probably had, dropped off some homework to me on the way home from school, and he was given a message by Daniel and Murray that if I came back to school the next day, they were going to kill me. So I didn't go back. I dropped out of school and didn't finish year 8. So fast forward, I ended up moving to live with my father, and went to grade 10 at this one high school. And again, I was like the odd one out, starting a brand new high school. I hadn't had the benefit of going through year 8 and 9. So same thing happened again, and I don't know why. I was nice to everybody. I treated everybody with respect. I was a fun guy. Anybody that knows me, I've not changed one bit since I went to high school. Fun, jokey kind of guy. And again, I was bashed, I was bullied, I was name called, and that was the worst thing, calling me names. Everything from fag, homo, honky, Gavin, Troy, Teresa, Sandra, Michelle. I know all of their names. They're the ones that used to do that to me every day, and I used to hate going to school. I loved school, but hated going to school because I knew I was going to be victimised and bullied every single day. And I'd come home, I'd tell my father about it. My father would do nothing, and it was useless telling him anyway because he used to make fun of me just as much as what they did. He'd name call, and he'd make fun of me at his friends' expense and embarrass me in front of their friends. I'd had an operation, a personal operation, and he used that for humour and made fun of me as well. So I wasn't getting anything at home, and it was to the point where I actually felt worthless. And all the names they were calling me, I don't know why they were calling me names. I was like, was it the way? Am I walking a strange way? Am I speaking a strange way? What am I doing? And in the end, I was actually thinking that there was something wrong with me because they were telling me, and calling me names and bullying me. So what's the point of this? Well, I just wanted to say, a little bit about, and obviously there's so much more that happened in between the lines, but I wanted to obviously have this opportunity just to talk about that specific thing and fast forward to where I am today. I turned my life from that into a huge positive. I'm still more or less the same person, but I've got a successful career. I own properties. I own cars. Not that that's how you measure anybody, but I'm successful, and I'm successful personally as well. And I've not let, I guess, it bother me over the years, even though I've kind of thought about it all of the time over the years of what they did to me. I've managed to move forward with my life, and I want anybody out there who's in this situation, young kids, and you're being bullied, you've got to stand up, turn your life around and move forward and put them behind you. I don't know how you do that. I somehow, and I still don't know how I did it today, but I've got a great job. I work in the media. I'm in the public eye, so I'm pretty sure that these bastards that did this to me all through my teenage years have seen me and have probably realised that, you know, I've moved on to better life or whatever, and whatever they did to me has had no effect. It did affect me, but I guess at the time it was almost negative, because I did feel like doing the worst thing you can think of. You read about it, you see it on the internet all the time where people are committing suicide. I thought about it, sure, because it was such an easy way out for me. All I can say is I beg you and I plead you not to take your own life, to stand up, put your chin up and walk forward tall, knowing that there's nothing wrong with you. These people are nothing more than bullies that victimize people, that try and get power. You've got to get that power back, and it might not happen for you now. It might not happen next week, next year, but know that if I can do it, and I'm standing tall here today with a fantastic job and wonderful things in my life, then you sure as hell can do the same thing. Move forward and walk tall, because you are a great person.